Sometimes I wonder if not being born, I probably even made a video about this, but if not being born is the same as being dead. And if it is, then we know what it's like to be dead again. And I guess my question would be, what's the point in that scenario of even coming into existence? Like, if you're dead and then you pop out of dead to become alive, and then you're dead again, what the hell was the point of it? It only makes sense if something happens while you're alive, if you gain some type of property, like a consciousness. I always say I think consciousness is special. Maybe you're dead or not born, you come to be alive, and that's where you gain your consciousness. And then you die, and maybe that consciousness does live on. That would be an arc that makes sense. Now, I know I have a monkey brain, and I don't want to be like, oh, monkey brain says world has to work this way, has to make sense. Okay, it doesn't have to make sense. And we could be dead, we could come to be alive, and then we could be dead, and there is no reason. I totally agree that's possible. I'm just saying monkey brain doesn't like it. Monkey brain thinks, something has to be gained in that process. So I feel like not being born probably is not the same state as death. Else we would know what death is already. We already know what that is. Do we really know? If I said, do you know what death is? Do you really feel like you could answer that and say yes? If you feel like you can't say you know what it is, it's probably not the same as not being born. Because if you really thought they were the same, you would just say, yeah, I wasn't born. I already was dead. But not being born is not the same as being dead. I don't think it is. It's like saying, I don't know. I'm an idiot. But anyway, something has to be gained in this process. Something is happening right now in these 0 to 100 years that people live. We live all different years, but something's happening in that time period to give us some property or some type of something is happening. It can't just be, it can, but it can't, you know what I mean? It can't just be like, you didn't exist, you came to be, and then you didn't exist, and nothing changed. Well, what's the point? The universe doesn't want to just waste energy. It has to do something to us in that period with all that energy it's putting into us. It's putting energy into us, to create a consciousness, to create a brain with, it's putting a lot of energy into individuals. Why is it doing that? I don't believe in who's that guy in the Galapagos with birds?
Darwin?
Yeah. I don't believe that Darwin thing is satisfactory. That's satisfactory to monkey brain, but it's not satisfactory to quantum, philosophical, much deeper thinking brain. It's not satisfactory. I'm stuck with this idea that we have to gain some property. I feel like the purpose of existence is to gain some property. It might be consciousness. It might not be. It's tough because some babies die at age 0, and they don't really have a developed consciousness, Mm-hmm. So maybe it's not consciousness. Or maybe they're NPCs. And it's all Thursday theory. Ah!